Let's move on to a coin that might look ordinary at first glance, but holds an incredible secret. We're talking about the 1948 Lincoln Wheat Penny, and the one you're seeing here is in fine condition, lightly circulated, some smooth wear, but the design details are still strong, and that alone, that makes this coin dangerous. To your expectations, the 1948 Wheat Penny came at a turning point in U.S. history. World War II was over, the nation was rebuilding, and the U.S. Mint, trying to keep up with demand, struck hundreds of millions of these copper coins. That's right, this coin is solid copper. You can feel its weight. You can see the dark reddish-brown patina, and if you're lucky, you can find a 1948 penny that breaks all the rules. Now, here's where things take a wild turn. While most 1948 wheat cents are common and only worth a few cents, some of them were struck with insane minting errors. Ever heard of an off-center strike or a broad-struck wheat cent with doubling on Lincoln's face? Some of those have sold for upwards of $25,000. But that's not even the craziest part. There's one 1948 wheat penny, yes, just one that was confirmed to be struck on a leftover silver dime planchet. That tiny fluke created a freak coin that was lighter than it should be, brighter in color, and it sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $126,500. That's right, 6 figures for a penny. And here's why your coin in fine condition matters. Collectors love coins that show honest wear, but still carry bold details. Full wheat stalks on the reverse, a clear date, crisp Liberty on the obverse. Yours fits the bill. That level of detail makes it a candidate for serious evaluation. Now listen closely. If your 1948 penny has doubling in the word Liberty, or In God We Trust, or even minor die cracks, the value can jump significantly. And if it's from the San Francisco Mint, marked with an S, and in uncirculated condition, you're already in the $150 to $500 range. But with an error, you could be looking at $10,000 or more. It's not about perfection, it's about uniqueness. These coins were mass-produced, yes, but once in a while, one slips through with something special. A rusty 1943 steel cent might have survival value, but a 1948 copper penny in fine condition with a rare error. That's how legends are born in the coin collecting world. If you've got one like this, don't clean it, don't toss it, get it checked. It might just be the one hiding 5 figures of value in plain sight. And we're just getting warmed up. The next coin, even experts couldn't believe how much it sold for. But before we go further, if you're enjoying this kind of rare coin mystery, there it is, coin number 5. At first, it may look like just another wheat penny. Nothing flashy, just a soft, warm copper tone, somewhere from circulation, but still, clean, detailed, and dignified. You're looking at a 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny, in fine condition. And I know what you're thinking. 1946? That's not rare, is it? Well, buckle up, because what lies behind this humble little coin has shocked experts, stunned collectors, and turned ordinary people into sudden believers in small miracles. Let's start with some context. 1946 was the first full year after World War II. The U.S. Mint had just returned to using copper for pennies after the steel experiment in 1943. Over 991 million pennies were minted in Philadelphia that year, which sounds like a lot, and it is. But here's the thing. Not all 1946 pennies were created equal. Some are hiding jaw-dropping secrets. Let's talk about errors. One of the rarest is the 1946 double die obverse, where Lincoln's features, particularly the eye, the lips, and the "In God We Trust" motto appear doubled under magnification. It's incredibly subtle, easy to miss, but if you've got it, that simple doubling can turn your penny's value from 5 cents to $15,000. Now, look at your coin. In fine condition, shows the kind of honest wear collectors love. The lettering is still readable, Lincoln's profile is clear, and both wheat stalks on the reverse have visible lines. That gives this coin an immediate base value in the $5 to $50 range, depending on collector demand. But that's not where the story ends. Another wild variation. A 1946 wheat penny struck on a silver dime planchet, a factory mistake so rare that when one showed up, it went viral in the numismatic world. The coin was thinner than usual and had a bright silvery color, but the design, all Lincoln, all wheat cent, and it sold for over $110,000. Now here's the kicker. The owner didn't even know it was rare. They just noticed it felt different and had a weird ring to it when dropped on a table. That's how these stories always begin. A strange tone, an off-center strike, a missing mint mark. The tiniest of differences can lead to life-changing discoveries. Another known error is the die break error, where a small raised line appears between the B and E in Liberty. These are subtle die breaks, often dismissed, but passionate collectors will pay $100 to $500 for a clear one in fine or better condition. Yours might have that. Have you looked closely? And don't even get me started on the off-metal strikes. A 1946 penny struck on a foreign coin planchet such as a 2 franc or 1 centavo blank can fetch between $3,000 and $25,000 at auction, depending on the strike clarity and weight. The truth is, the 1946 wheat penny is a sleeper hit. It doesn't shout its value like the flashy silver dollars or the heavy gold pieces, but it hides its power. It's like a quiet old man with $1 million story. All you have to do is listen closely, or in this case, look closely. If you've got one of these in fine condition, don't let the age fool you. And whatever you do, don't clean it. Cleaning can destroy value. Just protect it. Examine it. And if anything feels even slightly off about it, get it checked by a professional, because your everyday 1946 penny might not be so everyday after all. And there you have it, 5 rusty, worn, simple-looking wheat cents that could be worth a small fortune. From wartime steel to post-war copper, these coins carry not just value, but stories. Stories of survival, mistakes at the mint, and second chances lying quietly in your coin jar.